Hi, I'm Dave Austin, labelling specialist here at kitepackaging.co.uk, where we manage, test and curate the ever-growing range of printers and label types available. Here in front of us, we have the range that we currently have online. Kite's carefully selected range of labels comes with a variety of lengths, widths and core sizes, and of course, labels per roll. So no matter whether you need it for mobile, desktop or industrial purposes, we've got the right labels for you. Our standard labels come with permanent acrylic adhesive, whereas our linerless labels use a rubber-based adhesive, usually called hot melt. All of our labels have been thoroughly tested and have great levels of adhesion, irrespective of their environment or application. However, if you require a specific high gloss top coat, maybe a flood colour or even high-tack adhesive, please don't hesitate to get in touch with your local Kite contact, the online team, or even us in the labels division. So let's talk about linerless. What is it? Why is it becoming so relevant and such a hotly discussed topic across transport and logistics and many other sectors? So labels have been supplied for many years now on backing paper like this, which is also called honey glassine because of its colour and because it is translucent. But usually it is just called liner. So as an example, this is what you'd get on the back of your standard direct thermal or thermal transfer labels. But what's wrong with it? What is the issue? Well, it's generally seen as not economically viable for curbside recycling. It does therefore usually end up in landfill or go off for incineration. So what's so special about linerless? Well, perhaps it's obvious, but much like a roll of sellotape or sticky back plastic, the continuous nature of linerless means that you're not restricted to having pre-cut lengths, predetermined label sizes, and from a single machine, you can have a variety of labels off a single roll through a single printer at each pack station. It also prevents wasted paper through blank space between labels or inappropriately sized labels. And you can instead simply cut the label to size as soon as each label is printed. The business benefits are broad. So first of all, we have SKU reduction and price improvement, which will keep procurement happy, but also the goods in and stores teams that will have less to receive, less to put away, less space used up on storage, and less items to distribute out to the pack stations. Facilities teams can also benefit, as there won't be such large quantities of liner to collect from each pack station, usually the only rubbish collected at pack stations anyway. Of course, following that, once collected, there's no need to store it before it is collected and taken away to be disposed of, either in landfill or through incineration probably. For health and safety teams, how often do we see this, as much as we'd hate to admit it, on our own warehouse floors? A slip and trip hazard, so once removed from the process, again, removing and mitigating those potential risks. Finally, CSR, the corporate social responsibility teams. They'll be really keen to hear how removing the liner for each roll is able to save up to 1.5 kilos of CO2 from its initial production phase. So, in our family of printers, let's first take a look at the thermal transfer printers that we have. These are for printing onto plain labels using a wax ribbon or a wax roll. Sometimes though, depending on the application, you may want a wax resin roll or just a resin roll, depending on the final application. All of these print at 203 dpi, all designed to print up to 4-inch wide labels or 101 millimeters, but they also have great connectivity with serial RS-232, but also USB and Ethernet. So here we have the direct thermal range of printers. Again, 4-inch wide label printing and with serial RS-232, but also USB and Ethernet connectivity. And these three printers can also be set up with a different configuration for printing onto linerless labels. Lastly, we have the mobile units. Now these can print standard direct thermal, again 4 inches wide, but also with the correct factory configuration can be used to print linerless. Each of them can do up to 4 inches wide, again 100 millimeters, but the connectivity here is slightly different as we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. To learn more about our linerless printers, our standard direct thermal and standard thermal transfer printers, please don't hesitate to check out all of our content on the website. Alternatively, speak to your local Kite contact or the web online team, or even us in the labels division.